Shocking discovery. Michael uncovers Jacinda is Sonny's biological daughter, ABC General Hospital spoilers. Port Charles had never felt quieter than that chilly October evening, the kind of night where shadows crawled over the familiar streets, concealing secrets too dangerous to reveal. Michael Corinthos sat in his dimly lit office at the Metro Court, nursing a cup of coffee that had long since gone cold. His mind was a hurricane of thoughts, revolving around Sonny and the increasingly tangled web of family dramas that seemed to multiply like wildfire. 4 months, Michael had been chasing a ghost, the story of a child hidden from Sonny's knowledge. It had started with rumors from old associates, whispered confessions in hushed hospital hallways, and a file that appeared out of nowhere, unmarked, anonymous, but brimming with clues. Michael had tried to dismiss it, tried to protect Sonny from the pain he feared the truth would bring. But something inside him refused to let it go. Michael Corinthos was no stranger to secrets. He was the son of Sonny Corinthos, after all, and he knew all too well the destructive power of truths kept in the dark. The file in question contained genetic records, adoption documents, and hospital reports. Michael had stumbled upon it purely by accident, a chance encounter in the chaos of GH's medical records archive. His eyes lingered on a name he hadn't seen before, Jacinda. At first, it meant nothing, a ghost among the endless paperwork. But then the blood test results caught his attention. The markers were unmistakable. Michael felt his pulse quicken as he compared them with Sonny's medical records. The probability was astronomical. Jacinda was Sonny's biological daughter. Michael leaned back in his chair, trying to process the storm of emotions threatening to overwhelm him. He had always known Sonny's life was complicated, filled with crime, love, loss, and impossible choices, but this revelation was seismic. Jacinda wasn't just another name on a medical chart. She was family. His family. And Sonny didn't know. Not yet. The next morning, Michael's determination to confirm the truth led him to the hospital. Jacinda was there, volunteering at the pediatric wing, her usual warm smile comforting children and staff alike. She had always been mysterious, enigmatic, and endlessly kind, but Michael had never suspected the secret she carried. Now, with the truth hanging like a sword over his head, he felt compelled to confront it carefully. He approached her cautiously, careful to mask the storm of questions swirling in his mind. "Jacinda," he said, his voice measured but tense, "can we talk for a minute?" Jacinda turned, her expression brightening at the sight of him. "Of course, Michael. What's up?" Michael gestured to a quiet corner. "Some things have come to my attention. Things that concern you and your family." Her smile faltered slightly, and a shadow crossed her features. "What do you mean?" "I need you to answer me honestly," Michael said, his tone low and urgent. "Do you know Sonny Corinthos?" Jacinda blinked. "Sonny Corinthos? The mob boss? I've heard of him, sure. But I don't." Michael interrupted gently. "You're hiding something, Jacinda. I can see it. And I think it's time you tell me the truth. About your past. About your family." Her hands trembled slightly as she set down a clipboard. "Michael. There are things I'm not supposed to know, about me. My parents, my real parents." The words were like a key turning in a lock. Michael's heart pounded. "Jacinda, I think your real father is Sonny Corinthos." For a moment, Jacinda's eyes widened, disbelief etched in every line of her face. "That's impossible," she whispered. Michael shook his head, presenting the file with careful precision. "I wish it were impossible. But look at this. The DNA results. The adoption papers. It all points to the same truth. Jacinda, Sonny is your father." Jacinda's knees buckled slightly as she sank into the chair across from Michael. Her mind raced with memories she had buried, fragments of stories told by adoptive parents, and moments of inexplicable longing for a connection she had never understood. And now the pieces fit together, the puzzle forming a picture she had never imagined. Michael watched her carefully, knowing the revelation would hit hard. "I know this is a lot to take in," he said softly. "I didn't want to hurt you, or Sonny, but you deserve to know." Tears welled in Jacinda's eyes. Why didn't anyone tell me? Why keep me from him?" "Some secrets are meant to protect," Michael said quietly. "But others, they only cause more pain when they stay hidden. Sonny, he has a lot on his plate, and I think he'd want to know the truth. You need to decide if you're ready to face him." Jacinda wiped her eyes, determination slowly replacing shock. "I have to see him. I have to know my father, no matter what the truth brings. Meanwhile, Sonny Corinthus was conducting business in his office at the Corinthus estate, unaware of the revelation about to shake his world. Michael arrived without warning, storming in with urgency that even Sonny could not ignore. "Michael, what's?" Sonny began, sensing the tension immediately.
"Sonny, sit down."
"I have something to tell you," Michael interrupted, his tone grave. "It's about Jacinda."
Sonny's brow furrowed. "Jacinda?
"Who? What?"
Michael took a deep breath.
"She's your biological daughter." The words hit Sonny like a freight train. For a moment, silence enveloped the room. Sonny's mind raced through years of choices, past lovers, lost opportunities, and children he didn't even know he had. "That's impossible," he finally said, his voice raw with disbelief. Michael placed the file in front of him. "I wish it were impossible. But the DNA doesn't lie, Sonny. Jacinda, she's your daughter."
Sonny's hands shook as he grasped the file.
The reality was overwhelming. My daughter, and I didn't even know."
His voice cracked.
"How? Why?"
"I don't have all the answers," Michael admitted. "But she deserves to know her father. And you deserve to know your daughter."
Later that day, Michael arranged a cautious meeting at the Corinthus estate. Jacinda arrived, her heart pounding with anticipation and fear. Sonny waited in the living room, trying to reconcile the news with the man he thought he knew. Jacinda entered, her eyes scanning the room until they landed on him.
"Dad?" she asked, her voice trembling.
Sonny's eyes softened as he rose, stepping forward slowly. "Jacinda."
I don't even know what to say."
Tears streamed down Jacinda's face. "You're my father. You really are." Sonny reached out, a protective hand hovering near her shoulder.
Yes, I am.
"And I promise you, I'll do everything I can to make up for the time we lost." Michael watched from a distance, feeling a mixture of relief and pride. The truth was out, the secret no longer a chain dragging them down, but a bridge beginning to form between father and daughter.
The news spread like wildfire through Port Charles.
Carly, ever protective of her family, confronted Sonny immediately. "You didn't tell me? Michael, how could you? Sonny, you have a daughter, and we didn't even know."
Sonny raised his hands in exasperation.
"Carly, it wasn't that simple. This changes everything. But I need to focus on Jacinda first. She deserves my attention, not our drama." Meanwhile, AJ Quatermain caught wind of the revelation and couldn't resist stirring the pot.
"Sonny, you always have secrets.
Maybe this one will finally teach you some humility." The tension in Port Charles escalated, old rivalries colliding with new realities.
But amidst the chaos, a bond began forming.
Sonny and Jacinda shared moments of discovery, from recounting family stories to uncovering shared traits and quirks. Michael facilitated the early stages of their relationship, guiding them with the steady hand of a brother who had navigated the Corinthus family storm before. Days turned into weeks, and Jacinda began to settle into her new reality. Sonny, though cautious, found joy in the small moments, watching Jacinda laugh, sharing a meal, and discovering the daughter he never knew he had. Michael remained a constant presence, offering support, advice, and occasional reminders of the family's complicated history. But in true General Hospital fashion, the discovery was just the beginning. Old enemies lurked in the shadows, and the revelation of Jacinda's paternity would have repercussions far beyond the Corinthus family. Secrets, power struggles, and danger were never far behind in Port Charles, and Michael knew the delicate balance they had achieved could be shattered at any moment. Still, for now, there was hope.
Sonny had a daughter he had never known. Jacinda had a father who would protect her fiercely.
And Michael had ensured that a hidden truth had finally come to light, changing the lives of everyone involved forever. The revelation that Jacinda was Sonny's biological daughter reshaped the Corinthus family. Hearts were mended, trust was tested, and Port Charles would never be the same. As Sonny embraced his daughter, Michael reflected on the power of truth, sometimes devastating, sometimes liberating, but always necessary. The stage was set for new alliances, confrontations, and betrayals. And in the shadows, unseen enemies began plotting their next moves, knowing that with Jacinda now in the mix, Sonny's life, and the lives of everyone he loved, would never be ordinary again.